Dobrodošli. Sit down and relax as we are about to read some manga I've had my eyes on for a while. I recommend opening the official scans or translations linked in the description and reading along with me, since my streams will obscure the pages for copyright reasons and because I want to support the creators behind the works. You can find me on my socials that are linked in the description, so subscribe to or follow Some European Chick outside of YouTube if you want to get to know me better or support me. Now without further ado, let's read. Chainsaw Man. But before that, hello, welcome. It's been such a long time. We need to have a little chat just to warm up, just so I can get back into this entire routine. And also because I am so worried that something's not working right. Hi, Oliver! And hi! Welcome, everyone. Yes, it's been a long time. 3 months, actually. Actually, even longer than 3 months, I believe. Okay, so I am streaming on YouTube. The chat is working, but let me see. Let me see if you can see the chat. Because things have changed with OBS, with YouTube. So Epi and I had to configure everything again. It's not working. The chat is not working. I wish Epi was here. Why is it not working? Fucking hate it. Man. So I guess we're gonna stream without you being able to see what's being said. I mean, you who's watching this after the live stream has ended, you can't see the comments here. I guess you can see them still in the live chat when you click on the live chat thingy. But anyway, I guess I still have to figure out how to make that work. Good to know it's not working, and it's not just because the test streams were private or unlisted. It's because it doesn't work. Maybe I'm messing up something. Epi said it worked for him. I guess I'm just the dumbass who can't make shit work. Anyway, maybe you noticed we have a new intro. Epi made it. He did everything on this channel. Okay, it's redundant to say even at this point. Epi made a new intro. So thank him for that. I just recorded the thing you heard, but he made everything. Okay, he does the thumbnails too. And for my Japanese viewers, because unexpectedly, like the portion of Japanese viewers comes like in second place after American viewers, which is insane to me because I'm just streaming in English. But a lot of Japanese people come and tell me they watch my streams for English listening practice. That is so fucking nice. And to these, my dear Japanese viewers, I say, yes, I always know what my shirts say. Okay, I know what Kimi o Junyu Shitai means. I know it. I made that phrase. That was my slogan in 2015 to 2016, and then with my Latino friends in Japan, even 2017. And while we were in Okinawa, we made this slogan in Japanese onto a shirt, and all of us had this shirt on. So, yes, I do know what it means. I made that phrase up. But actually, I did it for, I don't remember for what. And at first it was in English, then in Spanish with my Latino friends, and then we translated it to Japanese to have a collective memory of Japan together. Yeah, people were looking. We came back from Okinawa and there was some festival. I don't remember what was going on in Tokyo. We came back from Okinawa on 3 hours of sleep, maybe in total, over the last 4 days that we spent there, just partying. We came back, streets were full of people in Yukata, people were passing us by with OBS disconnected, but it reconnected successfully, thank God. So I always know what my t-shirts say. I know what Ketsuo Taberu says. I know what it means. I know what Kimyojin Yustai means, okay? And, oh, to you who don't know what it means I want to breastfeed you. And on the back side, it's like hageshiku, which means like I want to breastfeed you violently. Anyway, where are your friends from? Ooh. Wait. There were friends from Mexico, Chile, Argentine, which is Argentina. Mexico. I like the Japanese name for Mexico. And okay, we had Chile, we had Argentina. There were also some from Brazil, but obviously they spoke Portuguese and not Spanish. Still, they adopted me. I was the trans Latina of the group. I was the adopted white girl. I love them. They were family to me. Still are. He's such a kind bro. He works his ass off to get everything right. Yeah, you're talking about Epi. Yeah. Anyway, now that we had a little chat and I brought you up to speed with nothing, let me just tell you, in preparation for this stream today, and I'm gonna be streaming 4 days in a row now, okay? Today I'll be streaming 3 chapters, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and on Thursday. I'll be streaming 3 chapters for each stream to catch up with everything. I think it's 12 chapters we're missing by then, by Thursday. So, on 4 days, 3 chapters each. And in preparation for this stream, I read all of part 2 again. And honestly, I do not understand people who say, part 2 kind of misses, that's not Chainsaw Man anymore, it's so slow. Try reading all the chapters back to back. Shit's crazy. There's no room to breathe. That shit goes so fast. May I remind you what we have so far with Asa. First of all, killed a chicken. Second of all, killed her classmate and teacher who they deserved it, to be honest. They deserved it. It's okay. I forgive her. Then Yuko. Yuko happened. Then the date with Denji, the aquarium, happened. Then the entire next day, look, the date happened with the aquarium. After the school was destroyed, they were like, okay, well, I guess we can't go to school anymore. The building's done for. They have to repair our school or something. I don't know. Let's go on a date instead. So the next day, they go on a date. And they go on a date for several days. They're at the aquarium. Then they get out. They say, okay, well, you know what? We gotta sleep. But Asa, is what Denji says, you promised me to fulfill me a wish if we get out. We got out, and now I request another date. Okay, so they make plans for another date the next day. And then they meet in front of the school, which I don't know how repair works. It happens so quickly in Japan, I don't know. So, on the next day, they go to Denji's place, then Nayuta is a little jelly, and then she alters Asa's memories, so she thinks that Denji stood her date up, when in fact they have spent the entire afternoon together. So Asa, at some point, like in the evening, she goes back home. On the way, the falling devil appears, then she is falling in despair, she is in hell, and now she was saved by Denji, and now Denji and Asa are being saved by a mysterious second Chainsaw Man. This is what happened, okay? This is what happened in the span of several days. I know the first chapter takes place like during 3 months, the first 3 months, because they were like, okay, so within the next 3 months, Bucky is gonna be our class pet, and then you're gonna eat him. Haha, psych. Not eating the chicken, actually. So that happened in 3 months. So we're in summer right now, July or something. July 1998 and 1999. July is gonna be the King of Terror is gonna descend. There's so much happening. There's still an air of mystery. But it's still Chainsaw Man, you know? It's still Fujimoto. It still reads like Chainsaw Man to me. It's just different because the perspective changed. Because Denji, we talked about this. I always fear that I'm talking too much. But Denji was a completely different narrator. He wasn't really a narrator. We were just following him, right? And also having insights into his thoughts, but also into Aki's, but also into powers and so on and so forth. He wasn't really a narrator. It was just the main focus. We were just following his journey. And now it's Asa, and Asa is thinking a lot. She has so much more internal monologues and also real life struggles and girl struggles and not just devil struggles, you know. There was just a lot going on. I'm just saying, binge read the entire chapters from part 2 and you're gonna see that things are fast-paced. And we have a Japanese person probably pointing out my t-shirt. Shitai, not shita. Shitai. It's... There you go. That's my t-shirt. Absolutely love how part 2 is going. Me too. I have no idea where things are headed. Suddenly we have prophecies. We have a lot going on. We have an entire cult of Chainsaw Man. The school system is fucking weird. Like they're sending children into the streets to fight devils or something, to recruit into the student council. Shit's crazy. It feels like a fever dream, to be honest. It's like someone hallucinated reality, and when they woke up from this weird trance-like state, they were like, I need to write down what the fuck I saw. And that's basically Chainsaw Man. Like, it is taking place in our world, but in 1990, but with devils and so on. But it's as if someone tried to correctly remember the world, but failed at some point. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't, it feels like a hallucination of reality. I reread part 2 every couple of chapters. It's so good in retrospective. Yes. I don't know if retrospective is the right word, but I just used it to sound smart. Hey, welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back to you too. I got here because of someone from Reddit and was on your third chainsaw video and saw this, so now I'm here. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you. You too. It's the Fujimoto effect. He has a unique vibe. We agree. So now let's start reading. I wasted your time for like 20 minutes. Yes. Now we're going to the comic. All right, that was such a smooth transition. Let's see. Oh, fuck. There we go. Hold on. I need to change something. I'm sorry about that. I need to go to the YouTube tab. Because otherwise, if I read and have OBS open, I'm not gonna be able to see the chat. And because I can't see the chat in OBS, I need to see it separately on my screen. All right. YouTube's telling me to press a heart button. Oh, you can send several things. Okay, can you please stop? YouTube. Okay. Now I think we have everything in the right position. Can start reading. And you can see the manga too. So we've been wondering about who this Chainsaw Man was that killed Yuko on that roof. To me, that looked too tall to be Denji. Because yeah, Denji is like what, 176 centimeters, something like that. Uh, but this motherfucker looks a lot taller. And Yoshida looks also super tall. Like when I reread the chapters and I saw them walking through the aquarium, and they were all, walking and you saw their profiles, it was going like, this is Denji, this is Asa, this is Yoshida. And then the other dude with the eye patch, I forgot his name. They're tall. The dude with the eye patch reminds me of Agni from Fire Punch a little bit. I breastfed you. No, it's I want to breastfeed you. Shitai. Not shita. Shitai. There you go. So, and now this dude is coming here. He's like, okay, run away with Asa. Wait until dawn. You have to escape until dawn. And I don't know why until dawn, because devils can appear at any time of the day. Why until dawn? Then again, the falling devil also appeared as the sun was setting. Maybe it's a primal fear thing. They only appear during the night and then you have to tough it out. And you can't see the chat in the window here. It's annoying. Where'd you buy the shirt? I think she made the shirt. Yeah, I'm sorry. Only me and my friends, we have that shirt. If you wanna, I can put up like a merch store for the Some European Chick channel, but I don't think we're that far yet. But now you can also do it yourself. Just click on some t-shirt making site and put in the text. And you're done. That's where you can get the shirt, but you can't buy it in conventional stores or anywhere online so far. We made that one in Naha. Before we booked, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling again, but before we booked the flight to Okinawa, we were like, okay, it's summer now, summer 2017, it's summer now, we want to spend our summer at some tropical island, and everyone in Japan says, Okinawa, okay, we're gonna go to Okinawa, occupied territory by Japan, by the way. Anyway, so we were like, okay, let's go to Okinawa, we want to see what the people are like there, and not just, the people we want to have, like, with these picturesque scenes of a beach, a sand beach, palms, and whatever you imagine when you hear tropical island, where people go for vacation. We didn't know that Naha was not the place for that. Did not do our research. We saw, okay, cheap flights. There we go. Wow, that was easy. We're going to Naha. Military base. It's just a huge military base. There's just designated, I think there were like 2 or 3 beaches you could go to on the entire island. So that was a little bit of a fail, but we had fun, We had fun because we had each other. We were still partying and the people were so nice. Like, just randomly you go to, for example, the guy we met at the store where we wanted to have these t-shirts made, we were like, okay, we want black t-shirts with white letters and it should say, I want to breastfeed you. And he was like, taking notes. He was like, I want to breastfeed you. And he was so taken by our request that after we left the store, we sat on the bus, he came out and he waved us goodbye. That was so nice. Another guy, while a friend was waiting outside of the store we were shopping at, he was sitting on a bench next to a guy. They were just talking. That doesn't happen in Tokyo. Tokyo people do not just talk to strangers, but the man initiated the conversation. And when I came out, the man just said, Ashi nagai. And I was like, well, thank you, man. He said that I have long legs. I was like, thank you, man. That's very nice. So they were really cool. They were fun people. And the cuisine, mwah. I don't remember anything, okay? I just know that I liked it. I don't remember what we did those days. We were there for 4 days, 3 nights. As I said, we slept maybe 3 hours these entire. I don't remember anything. It was fun. So I don't know why I started talking about that. Oh yeah, you can't buy these shirts. You can go to Naha, I guess, and maybe you find the same t-shirt boy and be like, you know what? I want to breastfeed you. And then he's gonna make that into a shirt for you, and he's gonna be like, I remember. Okay. I looked down and it was, I want to breastfeed you. Yes. Okay. So, going back to Chainsaw Man. Actually starting with Chainsaw Man right now. This weird person appeared. They seem to be having the same attire as Devil Hunters, like the official Devil Hunters, because they have the same slacks. It looks like they have. Okay, maybe they don't have any shirt on, to be honest, but slacks and black shoes. I don't know if it's a fellow student. I would not bet it's Yoshida. It wouldn't make any fucking sense if it was Yoshida. But I'm also wondering who the person was that restarted Denji again after he was basically minced by the falling devil. That person had sneakers on, I think, or trainers, I don't know. I don't remember that well, but they were white shoes. They looked like Denji's shoes. Maybe that was Yoshida. But I don't know who this fake Saw Man is. There should be extra chapters about Nayuta and Denji's life. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, this man skewered the falling devil. Denji's like, Spider-Man meme. And Nisa's like, 2 Chainsaw Mans? I can imagine what Yodo's thinking. She's gonna be like, oh my god, they reproduce! Oh no! I barely have a chance against one. Now I have 2 of these? What if they mate and make even more chainsaw babies? What the fuck is that? Save me, Chainsaw Man. Hello? Next page, please. Ah, there we go. Yeah! Please catch Asa. Okay. So they escaped. Oof. Ow! Oh, Denji. Gah. Asa, now's our chance! Finish him while he's down! I mean, yes, it is your chance now. Finish him? Didn't you want him to barf up some nuclear weapons? Hey. Kill him and I'll return your body. Finally, yeah, you'll finally be rid of me. I screwed up just when I'd finally begun to understand you. She actually doesn't hate him. Oh my god. It's kind of, you can have 2 ships in one, right? You can have Asa x Denji, and then you can have Asa x Chainsaw Man. Maybe even a 3rd ship if you put in Yoru. 3rd or 4th ship if you put in Yoru into the equation. Just when I'd finally begun to understand you. You always do this. Why? Must you always do the opposite of what I say? And this is also proof to me. I mean, it's been obvious this entire time, but Yoru is too weak to actually threaten Asa with her life. She's just dependent on Asa. She can't really threaten Asa into anything, and I think Asa has figured that out too. Because how many times has Yoru said, if you don't listen to what I say, I'm gonna kill you, and then your body's all mine. I swear, girl, I'm gonna kill you. Hey, I'm not joking, I'm gonna kill you. Hey, stop it. I said I'm gonna kill you. I'm not bluffing. Hey, why don't you listen to me? So I think it's pretty obvious that Yoru can't do anything to Asa. She's too weak. Hello, exhausted. If you wish to open the Google Docs and configure chat real quick, you can. I will cut it from the video later. Regular method and permanent method are included. What? Let me... Hi, Dali! Long time no see. Yes, nice to have you here. Let me try to configure the chat. Oh my god. How do I find the Google Doc? Oh my god. Do we do it now? I believe the person who revived Denji was Kobeni. She wears white shoes and uses a knife. A lot of people use knives when they cut themselves. I mean, Kobeni just had a knife when she fought once. She also used a gun when she got one. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Also, it didn't really, from the stature, it didn't really look like Kobeni. That's just my theory. It didn't look like her. Let me just try to fix chat with Epi. Oof. YouTube chat setting. Okay. I'm sorry. Short intermission. We're gonna cut that out after the stream. Okay, where do I need to go to? Oh. Wait, what? Step 1? Oh, now I have access to the other pages. Fuck, this is loading really slowly. I've done that before. I've followed all the steps, Epi. I followed all these steps before I started streaming. But I guess I'll try it again. I mean, it can't hurt. Oh, it's so hot here. I'm sweating. Where the fuck is my chat? Okay. Yeah, it's not working. I've done that already. There's no update there. As far as I can see in the Google Doc. I've done that. Changes. No. No. I've done that already. There's nothing new. Sorry about that. But we've tried. We've tried, and now we're back to the stream. Sorry about that. Hello from Japan. Hello from Austria. Asa's getting her receipt since Yoru stabbed her earlier. Oh yeah. Always, now she's gonna revive Chainsaw Man. That's so nice of her. Open chat window and copy link and put in OBS. But so the same thing we've done so far? You could have just said that. The same thing we've done so far before we update it. That's what I always had to do. Let's do a test. It's not. Oh, well, that doesn't. Okay, now it's working. So I just have to revert to the old method. To forget about all the other configurations. Just go back to the old one. Okay, problem solved. It never was a problem, actually, turns out. Hi from Austria to the Italians and Moroccans. But hey, okay, we fixed the chat. baby, what's up? We fixed the chat. I'm glad about that. We just went back to the old method. Good to know. Good to know. We never stop learning. Alright. Now going to the fucking second page of this chapter. Why must you always do the opposite of what I say? Ow! Yep. Proof that Yodo has no control over Asa. Oh, we have a new footstool! Thank you and welcome. Valerius, 1998. The year that we're in now with Chainsaw Man. I think it's July 1998. Hi. Next page, please. Of the Deadbeat Pushdown comic? I don't know that one. Please send a link in the Discord or here in the chat. I want to know that. I want to know about that comic too. It's not glass bottles. It's just, this is pillow mist, you know, lavender so I can fall asleep easier. And this is tea tree oil water mix so I can disinfect my pillow every night before I sleep. I always do that. It's the OCD. You can't be like me. You always gotta disinfect shit. Okay. Giving him her blood. You don't have to take it so far as to save my mortal enemy. You're crossing the line. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? What are you gonna do about it? Between that time with Yuko and tonight, Chainsaw Man has saved my life twice now. Oh. Never disinfected pillows before. I just changed the case. I mean, yeah, but you don't change it every night, do you? I change my pillowcase every week, but I disinfect it every night. Besides, watching Chainsaw Man makes me think, if a piece of trash like him is allowed to keep living, then maybe it's okay for me to live too. I mean, I know he said the only thing that makes him want to keep on living is the hope to have sex with a woman. And you know he only saves women, which is, in your words, blatantly horny. You don't need to call him trash, you know? He's just a teenage boy. He wants to release those hormones. Oh my god. That's why. Oh no. Asa! Oh no. Save me, Chainsaw Man! Chainsaw Man calling party. Oh, he did save her. But he probably killed at least 2 people there. Maybe even at least... Okay, at least 1 person is dead. At least 1 car is dead. But it wasn't him, you know, it was... Wait, these stingers, they're from this King of Terror that was being fed? I'm assuming. The larva that we saw in Hell. That was being fed by the falling devil. I'm assuming that's the King of Terror that's gonna descend upon Earth in July of 1999. I'm assuming. Is he outside now? Is he descending sooner than we thought? I roll around in my filthy pillowcase for a week. That's true. Anyway, this is the first time autoplay brought me to a live stream. Pretty cool. I always miss those. Oh, that is very nice. Nice for me too. Welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. Well, welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back too. Oh, he's very agile. Yo, how long are these stingers? Sorry, I might not be able to save ya. What are you saying? Oh my god. So this terror beast larva thing came out. If it was that. It came out, it's on Earth now. Or not? No, it's actually still inside hell. Someone needs to close that door. You know, cut the noodle off and then close the door. Then you can save her, Denji. Smash, smash. Yeah, I'm getting tired. There's a motorbike. You're not gonna steal a motorbike, are you? Hi, Dagger. Chainsaw Man. Yeah? Steal that motorcycle. Please. Oh no. Don't be stupid. I can't steal that, you thief. A woman's riding it. So it would be no issue at all if that was a man that was seated on that bike. Also, women riding motorbikes, especially sporty ones like these, look really hot. My opinion. They look really hot. A woman's riding. Steal that guy's then. Oh my god. Beat it! Oh my god. Denji, why are you so sexist? I mean, he's on our side, women, he's on our side. But damn. He's really gonna kill me. Ouch. Oh, yes, my health is perfect right now. I hope it stays that way. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're all doing okay too. Ow. Don't blame me. Blame the chick behind me. He's kind of like Power. Like, yeah, it was not my car. It's your car, even though she crashed the car. It's your car. You're to blame, to Kobeni. And he's like, I'm stealing your bike, but blame her. She had the idea. Yes, we love ourselves some misandrist boy. Could you teach me how to write this thing? I'm gonna steal it from you. Don't blame me, though. But can you show me how? Super Chainsaw Man motorcycle. Wait, what? Ah, because they stole the motorcycle. It's now hers. And she can turn it into a Super Chainsaw Man motorcycle? What the fuck is that gonna look like? Honestly, that looks awesome. Honestly, that scene also looks awesome. That's a chainsaw. Now I know. Now I know. Okay, that's a chainsaw. It's a chainsaw motor. Okay, I get it now. Honestly, that's really cool. You know, Denji usually has this fantasy of, I don't know, let's say playing video games, lying in his girlfriend's lap, and then having sex with her and so on. But isn't this also a typical scene boys dream up? You know, saving a girl and riding on a motorbike with her away from the danger into the sunset or whatever. It looks heroic. It looks awesome. It looks cool. It's the definition of cool. And it's a chainsaw motorbike. That's my bike? Not anymore. That's not your bike anymore. That was a great scene. Yes, we want to read, please. Oh my god, it threw me out again. That was a great scene. I like it. It's like a typical action hero movie scene, and honestly, Chainsaw Man is like an action hero movie hero. But he is that. Even when you hear his name, Chainsaw Man, it rings like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Chainsaw Man. He's a hero in an action movie. Of Ghost Rider. I actually like that movie. I know Nicolas Cage. I don't know why, but I can't take him seriously. But I liked Ghost Rider. I like that one. And there's also an anime on YouTube. It's only a few minutes each episode. But it's also about a policeman with a skull, like with this skeleton skull or something like that. I don't remember. It's been years. I watched it. Kyle Cohen, my friend, he recommended that anime to me. I watched it. I binged it. It was so funny. And it's on YouTube and I forgot its name. If I remember, I'm gonna post it somewhere in the comment section. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Okay. That looks so cool. That is so cool. And that's a double page spread. Do you see that? Hello? Hello? I know what I'm doing, bitch. That is... Do you see the paneling? The way that Fujimoto, you know, draws his panels and accentuates them, it's so awesome. Like here, the stinger arm is... I mean, and he is peeking... I love the paneling. It looks so smooth. Inferno Cop. Yes, by Studio Trigger. Yes, that is the one. It is the one. Someone knew what I was talking about. Thank you. I recommend it. It's funny. Anyway, I like the paneling. It's so creative. It's so dynamic. It's so good. I like it. The bike turned all badass? Didn't know I could do that. Awesome. This is something that I've been wondering about for the entirety of part 2. Is Denji brain dead? Like, did he not realize that, for example, there's, oh my god, so many fucking instances. He escaped the aquarium and he didn't question how. Asa made the aquarium spear and defeated the Eternity Devil, and somehow he doesn't think she's kind of weird, like not normal, like not a normal human girl. Also, she was the one that kind of defeated Yuko. You know, she was standing there with a sword and sliced up Yuko, and she was naked. And Denji somehow didn't recognize her, you know, Asa. When Asa was, you know, watching him sell cigarette butts to homeless people, basically scamming them out of their money, he was like, wait, I know you. You're the girl that doesn't like Chainsaw Man, and called me a loser. He did not remember that she was the one that was standing in just underwear in front of a defeated devil. Totally missed that one. He somehow doesn't understand. Like, there's another devil, the falling devil that's after Asa Mitaka, and he knows that. Why can't he just, you know, connect some dots? Is he blind? Is he deaf? Because there's been another scene where Asa did something. And I'm not talking about the Denji spinal cord sword moment. She did something. It turned out well for her cause. I don't remember what it was anymore. Denji was present, he saw and heard, and yet he still doesn't think she's not a normal human. Like, she yelled out, super badass Chainsaw Man bike, or whatever. And he was like, I can do that, wow, I am so awesome. Like, that's kind of weird. It's like, you gotta try really hard to ignore everything around Asa. At the aquarium, he was distracted by the penguin. During the Yuko fight, he forgot to look at her face. He did say he cuts up his brain when he feels depressed. Yeah, he does do that, but I'm not talking about just here in this scene. I know he cut up his brain when he was fighting the falling devil, when he was reliving his trauma. But the entirety of part 2, like, there's, like, he's not connecting some dots that are thrown into his face. He's just a himbo. But he's enough. You know, enough. Oh my god, that was dumb. But he's kind of dumb here. Either dumb or really ignorant. Like, he's deaf, he doesn't hear and see the chaos around him. He doesn't see that Asa is part of it. Like, there's so much going on with Asa. And he just doesn't realize? No, but anyway. Denji is weird in part 2, just a depressed boy. Nah, he just looks... Honestly, he also looks really dumb in part 2. Like, he's often depicted like a mouth breather who has no thoughts, head empty. He's like, wait, you don't like me? Like, he has his mouth open all the time, his eyes like droopy, and you're wondering, is he high? Or is he brain dead? Or what is going on now? I don't know, I mean, he's a good boy. He's still a good guy. I love him still, but I'm kind of worried. Like, he can't be that extremely dumb. Denji is the definition of Kenergy. He chopped his own brain recently. Yeah, that too. Ugh, it's so hot here. Yes, we're only reading up to chapter 131, but we're gonna be streaming 4 days in a row. So 3 chapters tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and on Thursday. Maybe he knows something is up with her, but he doesn't really care what it is to point it out. What Makima does to a motherfucker. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. Yeah. Just like, yeah. What is her name again? Quan Shi. Just like she said. He looks absolutely dead inside, I agree. He's massively depressed. Okay. But now I hate to imagine he's a mouth breathing ass. Okay. The bike turned all badass? Didn't know I could do that. Awesome. That fake Chainsaw Man said, if we can outrun those tentacles, we'll make it out of this. But what happened to fake Saw Man? Also, how does Asa know that the other one is fake and this one is real? How does she know? You believe that fake? They saved us, didn't they? I mean, true. Ooh, that looks kind of aesthetic. Also fucking scary, but aesthetic. Oh crap. What's going on now? Oh, tentacles cut up. Okay, they're cut up tentacles. Okay, that's a double page. He is driving up a wall. Up a building. Why are people still standing there as if they can just go shopping or meet a friend? There's a devil wreaking havoc outside. And it's not just Chainsaw Man. Oh, okay. That looks awesome. I love the design. Okay. This is so fucking creepy. You know what the design reminds me of? Especially with the hands on the eyes like that. Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth? There's this creature that also has a weird mouth. And now that this creature is putting his hands on his eyes, like it reminds me of that creature, even though their hands were used as eyes. Hungry Bob, that's his name. That's is that the fandom name for this creature, Hungry Bob? I'm on board. So he can, that's how he can sense, I guess, where Chainsaw Man is. So he is using the hands as eyes, basically. Right? He's just Bob. I like it. It's so unfitting. So ridiculous. So unserious. I like it. Hungry Bob. Yeah. Why did I not think of the hungry caterpillar? It is like a larva stage. It has a lot of legs and it's eating a lot. Oh, next page, please. Ew, that's disgusting. Oh, that's even more disgusting. Huh? Huh? Whoa. May I remind you that's one day after the aquarium date? Are you a teratophile? What the fuck is a teratophile? What kind of devil even is that thing? No freaking way! Ahead of us! Look out! What? Oh my god. What the fuck? Someone throwing a building? Eat this! Oh no, bitch. Not you again. This is why Denji's done my thing. So much happens to him so fast while he's still in school. It's been a crazy week for us, Mitaka. That is true. But honestly, I love the art in Chainsaw Man. Oof. Look at this. No way they survived that. I know I would not survive if someone threw a building at me. Probably. But I love the pitch black sky as the background. Yeah, I noticed too that in some panels it's not pitch black, but when she appears, it is. Look. Teratophilia is attraction to monsters, not sexual, just having fascination. Oh, then yes. Absolutely. I mean, who isn't, right? Who isn't a teratophile in that case? Look at this guy here. Hold on. No, not here. Not here either. Or was it? There. Look, here it's gray. It's not pitch black. But it kind of fits still, you know? You have the contrast of here he's in hell, and here hell came to him. I like that. My animator is gonna cry in 11 years. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think the anime needs to exist. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, completely, entirely honest with you, I think a live action would have been better. And I'm not usually one that's for live action adaptation of manga. I think a live action TV series would have worked better because the manga is already perfect. Make an anime adaptation that's like kind of following everything that's the manga doing. Like, it's not, it can't do the original material justice. You can't add anything of value to it. Just go ahead and read the manga, and you'll get 100% of enjoyment. The anime, I would say it's not that good compared to the manga. Like, if I had to choose between the manga and the anime, the manga all the way. I could have lived without the anime, and I've said that before they even adapted Chainsaw Man. I said emotion manga would work super well for Chainsaw Man, really, because the way that Fujimoto uses ink, it's you can't, these contrasts that he creates with the colors and shades that he creates, you can't do it justice with an anime adaptation unless you make it really stylized. But they went for a realistic feel. In that case, live action would have worked better. It would have been, like, it would have added something. I guess for people who are not into anime and manga, you know, then you could even get non-anime viewers to jump on the hype train for Chainsaw Man. I guess that's the only bonus. But otherwise, I would say the manga is already perfect. Motion manga would have been great, okay? If you want to make the pictures move, okay, make the manga move. You know what I mean? You don't need to have an anime. Especially because none of the scenes that really had impact and that were so great and badass and stylish in the anime, in the manga, none of them played out the way you know, because you only have pictures, right? You don't have sound, you don't have movement. There's still a lot of gaps that your brain can fill out by yourself, you know. Your imagination, nothing can top that. When you have no room for imagination yourself, meaning when someone is already projecting their view onto the screen and you're just consuming that, then that's not gonna come even close to your imagination that filled in the gaps between the panels, for example, or the sounds or the eerie mood that you're imagining for certain scenes. They didn't adapt it that well in the anime, in my opinion. Not at all. So, I'm saying maybe they could have made something else with a live action adaptation or a very stylized anime, although an anime, in my opinion, was completely unnecessary. Completely. I guess the only good thing that came out of the anime is that maybe someone who started watching Chainsaw Man was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna continue reading it. But even that is like a bit, you know, questionable because the anime wasn't that intriguing. It only had 12 episodes. It wasn't really... Chainsaw Man is great when you're... I don't know how to describe it. Like when you have all the pieces together. And not when you just have an introduction. It was basically just an introduction. We weren't even at the Gun Devil arc yet. It was just introducing characters and killing them off, and now it's, okay, first season ending, and you're like, okay, but I didn't even build up any emotional bond with the characters yet. And now we're done here? Is that giving me enough incentive to go and look at the manga? Was that intriguing enough to get me to read the manga? Because in my opinion, the psychological aspect of Chainsaw Man didn't come through that much in the anime. It didn't really... Maybe it peaked a little bit around the corner and then ducked back in, but I don't know. If I was just an anime only, that season would not have been enough to convince me to continue reading it. Or even, like, to remember what happened once season 2 comes out. I'd be like, Chainsaw Man, wait, I think I watched that one. What the fuck was that? I need to rewatch it before season 2 comes out. Because it didn't leave that much of an impression, in my opinion. Like, everyone was hyping it up. But maybe anime viewers disagree. Maybe to anime onlys, that was like the anime of the season. That was the anime, so great, mind-boggling great. Maybe it was like that. In that case, that's the only good point that came out of the Chainsaw Man anime adaptation, that someone was so intrigued with the anime that they continued reading the manga. But otherwise, I don't think the anime was necessary. If they had waited another year or 2 or 3 or I don't know, so they can adapt the entirety of part 1, then okay, maybe I would give it a chance, right? But like this, as I said, live action, okay, I would have said, well, try it. If you catch the spirit of Chainsaw Man and you bring it to an audience that usually doesn't like anime or manga, great. Now even more people can experience the story and appreciate it. Great. But otherwise, I don't know. Oh, and I missed out a lot in the chat. I'm sorry. But Ryu Nakayama is not director anymore. I do not know who Ryu Nakayama is, to be honest. I'm sorry. I do not look up who is the director of which episode or whatever. I just want to see a good adaptation. I'm not gonna seek out any names, go to their Twitter and be like, but I expected something different. You're so bad. Resign. I'm not one of those people. Like, leave the people alone at MAPPA. They were just doing their job, and they're already probably underfed, underpaid, overworked. Let them be. You know, you can criticize the industry, perhaps, but don't criticize the people working there, forced to work there. But yeah. We'll cover Assassination Arc too. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna watch it because my channel is, you know, Chainsaw Man is the biggest series on my channel. So I am gonna finish it. Maybe before part 2 comes out, I'm gonna finish the last 3 episodes of season 1. I'm sorry, I still haven't watched those. But I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna be, whoa, that was great, because the greatness already exists. I'm reading it right now. It couldn't be any more perfect. I've seen some fan animations on Twitter and on YouTube, and they captured the spirit of Chainsaw Man better than the anime, in my opinion. Like, scenes that were supposed to be creepy or slow were made slow. Scenes that were made supposed to be like super fast, like from one page, like where there's nothing happening, and you flip the page and then there's suddenly chaos. So that's a sudden installation of things happening. That was conveyed well in those fan animations. Not that much in the anime. I've criticized the gun devil appearance in Aki's hometown. That scene, that was lackluster. Then the curse devil scene with that's holding Denji, that was lackluster. Everything that was, you know, iconic because it was so shocking, because it was so creative, artistic, aesthetically pleasing, and whatever, that was not conveyed the way I wanted it to be conveyed. As I said, my imagination filled in the gaps much better than whatever they did in the anime. So yeah. Eat this. She just casually threw a building at him. Okay. Love the art style. I guess he survived. I hope Asa survived. That is such a cool scene. And I'm just glad the building seems to be empty, and the streets too. Like, everything seems to be empty. Thank God. I don't know where the people went. But everything is crumbling around them. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh no. That's why they shouldn't have tried to adapt the masterpiece in the first place. They can't. Yeah. What the fuck? That is so disgusting. I love it though. I love it. But what if Denji kills the thing now? What's gonna happen in July of next year? What the fuck? How potent is or Yoru's healing factor compared to Denji's? I don't know. I think Asa or Yoru, she is not immortal. I think only weapon hybrids like Denji, weapon or tools, you know, a chainsaw is actually a tool, but it can be a weapon. So I think those hybrids, they can regenerate and they're basically immortal. But other hybrids like Asa, like Makima, and so on, I don't think they're immortal. And they have to do some tricks with contracts with other beings or whatever to stay immortal. But yeah, I don't think she can heal as well as Denji. Now the last chapter for today. Chapter 131, Taste of Crap. Okay. So that's the taste of that crap burger that he described to Asa. He's like, okay, life is just shit piled upon shit, piled upon shit, and now we're tasting that shit. Again. Yeah, straight into its mouth. Its stomach? So the term should technically just be hybrids. No. Hybrids means all kinds of hybrids. For example, a human who made a contract with a chainsaw, but also a human who made a contract with war. Those are different hybrids. War cannot be a weapon. It's a construct. It's a thing, an imagined thing. So I think there's all kinds of different types of hybrids. And each type of hybrid, depending on what type of fear, meaning what type of devil they're contracted to, is going to have different abilities. For example, Denji can turn himself into a weapon, his own body transforms, but for Asa, she transforms other things into weapons. So the abilities are different depending on which type of devil is sharing your body as a hybrid. Yeah! Okay, he stopped somehow. He stopped the goal pinning. I did say diners who don't finish their food must die. But the food isn't supposed to be able to run. Oh no, what the fuck? Oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening now? They're eaten. How is the taste of human steeped in fear? He does not look impressed. He's gonna barf up something. Yep, all of them. No, not all of them, just Asa and Denji. Thought he would barf up all the other people that were fed to him too. I hope your theory is right and we get to see animal, devils, human hybrids. That would be awesome. Also, I would be vindicated because people tell me like, oh, it's not in the text, you gotta read Chainsaw Man again. No, you gotta read it again. Your interpretation is that Nayuta, Makima, and Yoru they're not hybrids because Angel said something about something else at some point. And my interpretation is about something that Makima and Aki said at some point somewhere about something else. We're all having different interpretations. Nothing is being confirmed through the text by Fujimoto and his canon, and mine is just a head canon and a fan theory. Yours is just a fan theory too. My theory is that Denji did kill Makima. He actually killed the human he was in love with. He ate the human he was in love with, just not the devil that was inside her body. That one got reincarnated into hell, then reincarnated into the physical realm, and then possessed probably a dying or almost dead little girl. Just like Denji was possessed basically by Pochita. But unlike with fiends, where, you know, the devil just makes the human consciousness, you know, fade and die, and then to take over the body, Pochita was like, we can share this body, you know, you can keep your consciousness inside, and we can, you know, pilot this flesh Gundam together. But you know what? I like you, so you can have the full reins. Whereas with Makima, it was probably like, I'm the control devil. I'm gonna be in full control. You can maybe sometimes when you, I don't know how to cook or something, like you can cook something for us, I don't know. I'm just saying that Makima was a human who shared her body with the control devil, and Denji was in love basically with Makima as she was controlled by the control devil. And as he defeated the control devil left her body, and, you know, the human, Makima, she died from the wounds of the battle, and then he ate up the corpse of that woman. That's my theory. Except vaguely, it doesn't need to be understood. Yeah, maybe. So anyway, fiends and hybrids, Ryan Joseph, to me are basically like a different side of the same coin. Because Denji also transformed. Have you seen? Since he was possessed by Pochita, his body has transformed. Suddenly he has sharp teeth. Suddenly he has like a stardust sticking out. And with Makima, I guess this transformation was in the eyes, you know, the concentric circle. Same as with Yodo, same as with famine/justice. It's these minor changes that signify that there is a devil present in that person. And with fiends is like the change is more apparent. It's very visible. You can see it from afar, like with Power and the Horns. What is Angel? Angel is a devil. Angel is also a devil that just looks more similar to a human because he's friendly towards human, but he also has wings. He has a halo accompanying him everywhere, so he still doesn't look entirely, completely like a human. He's not identical to a human. He looks like a human, but he's a devil. Fiends also kind of look like a human, but also kind of like a devil. And hybrids, they look human, like more human. And if you look closely, like then you notice, okay, something's off. And sometimes if you smell closely, you notice something's off. So yeah. Barfing that up, that was not a good meal. 1 star out of 5. Hello. Still barfing. Still barfing. I made that meal with love. You know? What the chef was told in the movie the menu, that applies to you too. You do not cook with love, you cook with obsession. The food is cold. It does not fill anyone up. It is not food. And people are not eating. Look at this. How dare you throw it up? Now you die. Okay. If that was supposed to be the king of terror that ascends upon Earth in July of 1999, then the prophecy was kind of wrong, huh? Oh no. At least they are safe. Are you gonna leave them alone? Please? Oh my god, that's chaos. I sincerely apologize. I failed to feed Mitaka to the diner. Who are you apologizing to? To the reader? Hello? Oh! So it was her plan. All along, it was her plan. Okay, return. She has a lot of power over these devils, huh? Okay. You know, this is also... We've seen doors appear, and devils, or at least humans, appear in hell through doors. In part 1. And within hell, you know, the darkness devil also fell out from a door. So I've always thought, you know, a portal between these dimensions, between the dimension of hell and the physical realm, would be a door. But then, when I reread the chapter where the falling devil came to Earth, that shit formed. It used prerequisites, corpses, that fell down to their deaths, and formed out of those corpses. It just manifested out of the material that was already present on Earth. So that was different, and right now she's burning and disintegrating and going back to hell. You know, the appearing in these realms and disappearing from these realms, it's different every time, or depending on the devil. I don't know. Or being able to make a bunch of corpses. Yeah. Yeah. And it's always women. I've never seen a hot male devil. And so far, most of the dangerous characters that have a human form are female. Oboreru is more of a special type of fiend. I'm not gonna read that. You know my theory. You're not gonna convince me of anything else. Okay, return. What is your ploy, bitch? What do you want? Ah, fuck. A torch? How do you make the devil barf them up? Bitch. Control. What? Where has the little child been this entire time? What the f- I controlled the devil's brain a teensy bit to make humans taste like literal crap. Okay. Okay. So Nayuta saved Denji. Where the fuck was she the entire time? Fujimoto doesn't do male villains, henchmen at best, apparently. I did not expect her to be here, to be quite honest. Also, Nayuta grew up so much within 1 year. Like she looked 4 or 5 when she got adopted a year ago, and now she looks 12. She was watching to make sure Denji was okay. It sounds like her. But how could she have kept up? But great. It's great that she takes it upon herself to save Denji from danger and spare him from pain as much as possible. Why are you after Denji and this girl, sis? Oh, she does recognize her as her sister, but she doesn't recognize Asa as her sister? Why are you after Denji and this girl, sis? Nostradamus' prophecy is coming true. The ultimate terror will soon descend on this world. Can you answer the fucking question, bitch? Why are you talking in riddles? I hate people like that. Just answer the fucking question. Can you be normal? Can you say a normal, a comprehensive sentence that makes sense? If that happens, the age of humans will end, ushering in an age of devils. I like the sound of that. Sounds fun. I don't want it. Why not? Honestly, how the fuck would devils be able to exist without humans? But cool, she doesn't want that. The way Fujimoto draws, you know, postures of women, girls. It's like, why are the butts always sticking out like that? Is that normal? Why not? Oh, next page. If an age of devils comes, things like pizza and Chinese food will cease to be. She's kind of like Denji. He's like, Makima, you want to get rid of bad movies? Sorry, head off. What? No more pizza? No way. I know. It's the worst scenario imaginable. At this rate, neither I, nor you, nor Chainsaw Man will be able to stop the prophecy. We need to save pizza. So, this is another part of my theory that most of these devils of higher cognitive abilities, they come to Earth and they become more human. You know, Power became more human the longer she stayed in a human's body as a fiend. She started to connect with a living being that she usually would drain of their blood. And then she became like family with Aki and Denji. She became more human. She fell kind of in love with humanity. And to me, it's like a next evolutionary step, you know? Instead of being dependent on humanity to exist because they gotta fear you, right? So you can, so that this fear can manifest and you can become a devil. But you're always gonna be just this fear. Unless you become somehow human, somehow detached from humanity, you know, your existence not dependent on humanity because you're already part of humanity. You already became somehow human. Human thinking patterns and so on. It's an evolutionary step of devils to become not devils and fears anymore, but their own beings that are like people. So yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. I think I had a thread on Twitter about that. If I find it, I'm gonna post it. Uh, but yeah, I was basically thinking that some devils they don't want to be devils anymore. And that's why they're here. That's why they're among humans. They're evolving. So they can separate their existence from humanity's fears and also live among humans and create and consume the things humans also do. Like, they obviously already have this natural inclination to be kind of like humans because they also have a hierarchical and not really socially mobile society within hell. That's what Yodo said. And she also, she didn't say that, what I'm about to say now, but we saw that in hell they also have like fandoms and heroes and so on. They have cults, they already imitate humans kind of, maybe because they were born from humans. So they're just desiring to go back to the source and evolve from there. But yeah. Okay, let's go back to the comic. And ChainsawMan will be able to stop the prophecy. Oh, thank you, David. The streams are the best thing to listen to during a hard day of work. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be in chat as much because of that work. Don't worry about that, and thank you for the donation. Don't worry about that. I know you're here. And I'm happy to hear that my streams are providing you with something. Something kind of value. Come on. But War Devil could be made to win, possibly. So she knows Asa is the War Devil now. Yoru, Asa. But War Devil could be made to win, possibly. What gives? You just tried to kill her. My intention was only to starve war in that devil's belly. I can turn the starved into my pawns. Yeah, famine. Okay. Don't know about war, but control and famine seem to see each other as sisters. Despite not having parents, they seek each other as a family because of the horseman connection. Yeah, and that's a connection that humans made. So, see, we have this group of 4 enemies to humanity that usher in the end of humanity, right? And based on this concept, like, of this grouping, they're forming a family in hell. They're already imitating humans, you know, in their behavior, like with their bonds, like, oh, this is my sister, because somehow vaguely they have this connection to humanity that humans also have families, you know? And if we're already categorized within the same thing, then we're sisters, we're siblings. It's also funny how they explicitly seek out the female gender. Because devils are genderless, right? Fears don't have a gender. But when they have a chance to come to Earth, they pick female bodies and they call each other sisters. Gender identity transcends worlds. Okay? Proof. What gives? You just tried to kill her. My intention was only to stop war in that devil's belly. I can turn the starved into my pawns. Work with me, Control. With our strengths combined, the age of devils may not arrive. This is weird. You know, Makima, the Control Devil Makima, said in part 1 that she loves humanity so much, she thinks it would be best to kill everything that she thinks is not good for humanity, for the world. She has the best intentions. So just give her control and she's gonna get rid of war, death, famine. So she saw her sisters basically as enemies of humanity. But here we see Famine, who's also pretty fond of humanity. She's like, I like pizza. I want this world to still exist. So why did Makima a year ago say that her sisters would be enemies to humans? When there's all of them, they want humanity to exist. And also, in my opinion, you know, devils wouldn't exist without humanity, because if there's no humans, there's no fears. But, Fujimoto loves powerful women, and I think his teenage experiences, and I thank his teenage experiences for that, yeah. But yeah, my point is that either Makima lied for some reason, because she wanted to get rid of them, or their natures changed once the horsemen came to Earth. Their nature changed too, so they are not enemies of humanity. Or what's most likely to me is that each of them thinks, I'm the best suited to lead humanity into a good age and defend it, and everyone else is in the way. So Makima probably thought, like, of course I should be the queen of the world. I know what's best for humans, and everyone should listen to me, and everyone who is against me is the enemy and needs to die because they're an enemy of humanity that way. And family maybe like that too. She's like, I know what's best. I gotta torture my sister right now so she can fall under my control, but I definitely want to lead humanity because I'm a friend to humanity, and what's good for me is good for humanity, and what's against me is against humanity. So all of them are like, I know best. You're all enemies. That's the most likely thing. Like, that's how siblings usually also behave, right? Work with me, Control. You think she's gonna give up control? The Control Devil is gonna give up control? With our strengths combined, the Age of Devils may not arrive. Hello? No way. Why not? 'Cause I have school. That's so fucking cute. She's so done with her. I mean, you have school too, bitch. Go to school. You're in an important period of your life. You know, what with all these university entrance exams and shit like that. What about the cultural festival? What about the sports festival? Oh my god. But yeah, I like that the human component of this child is just so strong. The Control Devil and the child are basically merging, and they're like behaving irrationally. Just like children, you know. What about prom? Yeah. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Me! I know! I do. Pick me! Damn. It kind of hurts seeing that kind of scene. Because you know, in like 5 years, their enthusiasm is gonna go down. They're gonna pray to not be picked. Not because they don't know the answer, but because they don't want to raise their fucking hand. Because they don't want to say anything. They just want to be over with the day and go home and sleep. And here they're still so competitive and so energetic, and they're like, I want to show that I'm contributing to the education system. I'm giving them the feedback that they're doing a good job, and it should continue on this path, and I'm going to continue on my path, and I'm going to be successful. Thank you, school. Whereas later on, like in 5 years, they're going to be like, oh my god, another day in fucking prison, surrounded by these monkeys. I want to go home. I want to sleep. What the fuck? I don't even learn about taxes in school. What am I gonna do with my life? Am I really ready to have, like, one thing picked for me? Or that I pick one thing later on in tertiary education and then stick with it my entire life? What if I'm not an expert in that Did I waste my entire university education then? What the fuck? What's the employment market even like? Should I pick something that's gonna give me employment or something that's gonna give me enjoyment? I know I need to make money, but I'm not ready. That's what it's gonna be like in 5 years. Just give her 5 years and existential dread is gonna take over and she's not gonna raise that hand anymore. That's what it was like for me, at least. Anyway, I think we read all the chapters today. Wow. I was a good girl, right? We only spent 1.5 hours for 3 chapters. We were so quick. Lots of rambling today, I know. Maybe I'm gonna cut them out in post. But yeah, this is it for today. Again, thank you for joining me. It's good to be back. And we're gonna push through until Friday. No stream on Friday anymore, hopefully. But for the next 3 days, expect streams at the same time, in the same place, about the same manga. So yeah, we're gonna be able to catch up, and next week, we're gonna go back to our usual schedule. Do check out my other manga that I read. They're fantastic. We're reading Golden Kamuy. It's iconic. It's fantastic. We're reading Dorohedoro. Beautiful. Beautiful. You like tall women? You like muscular women? Good. You have taste. Now go read Dorohedoro with me. You like all these manga that you're reading, all these shonen, all these seinen? Well, I'm gonna show you the forefathers of those genres, okay? Jojo and Devilman. Go read them. With me. On my channel. They're the grandfathers of all the kings of the genres you have read over the years. We read good shit on this channel. Go check out my other streams. So yeah, from next week onwards, I expect you to come to my other streams too, not just ChainsawMan. The fuck? Come. You're gonna have a good time, okay? You're gonna have a good time. Appear. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to finally fucking catch up and then unmute my friends on Twitter. Because I mute them when they talk about Chainsaw Man. And for 3 months, I've had friends muted. Friends that I love, that I appreciate, that I respect, that I admire. And I muted the names of the characters. Everything related to Chainsaw Man, I muted on Twitter. I'm glad after this week we're gonna be back to normal. I'm gonna be part of the fandom, of the here and now, of the witnessing of greatness live during my lifetime. But yeah, this is it again. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day, evening, or night wherever you are. And bye-bye. Hold on. Yeah, bye-bye.